Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome here to Dr. Pluring's Computer Laboratorium. Yet again, welcome back to the Computer Laboratorium. Yeah, the NAS is finished hardware-wise. Yes, it's finished hardware-wise, and so it needs software too to actually do something useful. You can see it is using 206 watts for doing something. Not exactly sure what it is doing with all this 260 watts right now. It is blinking a cursor on the screen. There is what it's doing. Oh, I was thinking here to make things a little bit complicated for myself and so on. Cheers, we have computer use for computing all through the night, of course. Oh, and it's a good thing. I was thirsty. I am thirsty. Apparently. You're supposed to drink water if you're thirsty. Yes, never mind. To make things a bit more complicated for myself and not so very easy, not too easy. Well, first of all, this setup here, I'm back to using complex stuff. Get on with the goddamn content. Right. The content is that I'm going to try and install Void Linux, which is something I barely even heard of until not even barely. I haven't heard of until very recently. It's supposedly a Linux distribution from scratch. It's not based on anything else whatsoever. It's just something that some people have built from scratch. So I was a bit interested to try it out, and I'm also going to try out actually running the root file system on ZFS. Just as I said, to make things as easy on myself as absolutely possible. So we have, I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to use all these things together. We have, of course, the real world view of things. But as that thing over there, this is actually built on with a real, somewhat proper server motherboard. It has a built-in BMC or board management controller, which means I can do this. We have a serial interface here to it. So if we hit Control Alt Delete there, we should see sort of the thing posting here. Yes, I have SSH'd into the board management controller here on my laptop and started a serial console redirection thing. So hopefully that should all work out. See if we can, which button is it again? To F4, is it on remote keyboard, right? No, entering setup. I don't want to enter setup. I want to have the boot menu. What is it, F8? Try it again. I could just as well press it there, I suppose. Yes, but try it one more time. See if we get it right this time. Come on, you good thing. Post. There you go. This is it. F8, maybe. Entering setup. No. I still don't want to enter setup. Fine, I'll use the keyboard for this then. Right. And in the meanwhile, in the meantime, since we were last here, done a bit of hard drive exercising. So all the drives I see here now, if you can catch you to actually do the, which goddamn button is it to get the boot menu? Super micro boot menu key. No, I just want to do the. Oh, what the hell is this? This is rubbish. isn't it? Yes, it is rubbish. We're off to a great start already. Yeah, aren't we? Yes, we're doing fantastic. We're using 206 watts and accomplishing very little. Damn it, I just want the boot, the BIOS boot menu pop up, please. Is it F11 on this? Why can't they just decide and agree, all the manufacturers? I mean, there aren't that many keys to choose from here. Could that be it? I think it said something. I'll try and see if we can do a little screenshot of it, maybe. Something, as it is. It scrolls by just a little bit too quickly to see what's going on and to have time to read out that. So once more. There, F11 or F3 on remote keyboard, wasn't it? F3 on remote keyboard. Yeah, right. Great. One more time then. Reboot. And this time, I'm prepared with the knowledge. Right. It's going great. This it's only a few more steps until we're done. Let's see. Can we get the pop-up menu? You know, I'm not so sure, but we'll see. Maybe we'll get it this time. Yeah, I've done like six minutes and a bit, and so far accomplished absolutely nothing. Well, yes. In the meantime, since we were last here, I was saying, I've done hard drive workout. So all these drives here, all the drives in here, and all the drives in here too. You see, there we have it. I want you to boot off this one. Okay, it sounds very angry. What's this? What is this supposed to be? Why are you making this noise? I don't know, but it's sort of almost not working. Yes, can you try and explain what it is you've done? Yes, hard drive workout maintenance. Boot? No, I don't need the... What the hell is going on here? I can type here too. Oh, that's all great, but I'm good. I want. What is up with this? Okay, it's booting something. Hey, can you explain what your goddamn hard drive workout is? I mean, if it's going to make this sound all the time, it's going to be pretty damn annoying. Why are you making this noise? Would you mind not making this noise, maybe? What the hell is going on? I actually needed to edit the kernel parameters a bit to get my serial console to work, I think. Yes, but this is very, very, very annoying. Are you like overheating or something? See here, that's... Come on, man. Yes. This is how it goes when I try and do it a bit too complicated here with the camera and with the screen recorder and with this thing, voice recorder too, and proper microphone and everything. it's a bit about sensor readings. What are you hot? Oh, CPU temperature is abnormal. It's overheating. That's no good. Overheat? What the hell? I will ramp the fans up or something, or do something, man. This doesn't feel good at all. Oh, this is terrible. I think it has sort of quit on me at that. Aha. Yeah. Ah, great, mate. You're doing... Yes, but whilst I did this whole hard drive workout and maintenance thing, this thing was on for like 3 days straight, and it had no issues or overheating or anything. So what's... I don't know. How's the air coming out? There's not enough air coming out, I can tell you that much. Oh, seriously. What the hell is this supposed to be? Yeah, I don't know. There's just too much stuff going on, I think. Yeah, I'd rather think so. Let's see if we check this out a bit. There you go. This is the IPME card. That is what makes it possible to speak with the thing over a serial console or SSH and a serial thing. However, that the CPU is overheating is not very good. No, it's terrible. But when it is sitting around here, I think it sort of uses quite a lot of power because it isn't intelligent enough or aware enough of the world and things that goes on in the world to go into various more efficient power modes and so on. That might be why we ended up in this overheat situation. Really? Think so. I don't know. I can change the setting in the thing to have the fans run at like maximum. It's going to be noisy. But what's this about? So you haven't done this, as I said, 3 days. You still have not got them to explain what the hard drive maintenance. There you go. It's overheating again. This is fantastic. Great. Let's see if we do, where is it again? Hardware health configuration, right? I think it is. CPU temperature is high. High is not the same as overheating. Maybe. Okay, try and do full speed on the fans. See if that does anything. The default alarm, sure. Yeah, that's all good. See what we get now. If it can speed the fans up a bit, maybe. Not liking this. CPU is sort of melting there under the thing. The fans spinning any faster? Doubtful. Very much doubtful. Right, you see, this board is so damned old. I have to tell SSH to use like very insecure key exchange algorithm and cipher. 3DS CBC. Yeah, that's really good stuff, isn't it? No, it's terrible. But it doesn't matter because it's on my LAN here. Oh. There you go. And then it was something that you were supposed to... how was it again here on this? It was something. No. Was it here? There. Soul SSH. There you go. Very good. No, from the USB thing. Well, now it is actually responsive, even though it is making an alarming noise. Tab to edit a boot. Damn it, that's a lot of stuff that you have there. Do you really already have a thing for console? No, you don't. So do console equals TTY S3, I believe it is. See what happens. It would be lovely if you could cool down a bit, but maybe as soon as the kernel is initialized here, we'll it doesn't seem so, mate. As though, well, it seems as though it is overheating quite badly. Server health, sensor readings. It is in overheat. Okay, well this turned out great. 17 minutes and you have not even managed to boot the damned installer. I think that the installer might be booted or about to boot, but I'm not so sure about what serial port to redirect it to. Just use the goddamn screen then and the keyboard, and you'll be all right, maybe. We try here. Save micro. Outside my window, I think there's one of those damn butterflies that are eating my Brussels sprouts that is out and about. Of course, it isn't S3. It is. It is either S1 or S2. We try it again. Will you won't do anything here now, right? Okay, but I think I should be able to reset it via this thing. Anyway, power control. Reset server. Yeah. Fantastic. It's not worrying at all, this that is overheating and is making this very alarming sound. No, we're all good, you know. We're all good here. Sure. Are you even like recording here? I think so. I think it is. We still haven't explained what the hard drive maintenance thing is. No, I'm getting slightly distracted here by this alarming sound. This alarming alarm sound that it is making. What if we use the text mode serial as a starting point, and then you see here it has already suggested something that we use TTYS0, but we try and use. Oops. No, this is not going great, mate. There. No. It's fine, I'll use this keyboard. There. Try that. See how that does. No, nothing. This system BIOS has enabled interrupt remapping on a chipset that contains an erratum, making that feature unstable. To maintain system stability, interrupt remapping has been disabled. Please contact your BIOS vendor for an update. Sure thing. I'll get on the phone to Supermicro immediately. Ask them if they have a newer BIOS for my 15-year-old motherboard. Unknown kernel command line parameters. Boot image will be well, fine. We reset it again. Well, yes, ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to Dr. Plurings Computer Laboratorium, trying to get an installer to boot. Is it just me, or is it actually getting hotter in here? I think it is actually getting a little bit warmer in here. Or it might be me. Yeah, this noise is very unsettling, I have to say. Remember to plug the power back in here to your audio recorder thing, because the batteries aren't that great. No. Oh, the batteries aren't that great, but the sound is pretty damn good, I think, right? Huh? I rather hope so, at least. Burp. Sure thing. Right, so we do this. There. Hell is going on here? Right there, and then we try. It said in the BIOS that it was supposed to be COM3, so that ought to be TTYS2, since it starts its numbering from 0. This time, do we get to continue or get to be with you here after you have? Yes, now we're actually getting the output to here on my computer screen, on my laptop screen. Here, right, something. I don't need to film that because I have the screen recorder. Yes. But it says the same thing really as the last thing, and then that's about it. Right. And then nothing. Numlock is not responsive. This thing isn't responsive. Nothing's happening. This is working out. Fantastic. It's still overheating here, the CPU. Very good. This is a bit unsettling. Right, you got them 10-year-old. How are you doing here? Do I still have this? Yeah, I still have this. How did you know it? Harvey Ellis, 6758. You got them right. Right, in the Computer Laboratorium, approaching midnight, not quite, but 1200 hours. Friday night. Tired, actually. It's been a tough week. Yes, and this is not helping. Come on, mate. I thought you wanted to do this now. That you wanted to play along and that you'd be happy about this. But nah. Maybe you preferred running a good old Arch Linux rather than this void business. Yeah, but void is not really, it doesn't really have much to do with this. At least not the overheating bit, but the bit that it isn't booting or continuing to boot past this point. That might well be something to do here, but Right, I don't know what to do. We can We can turn the power off. Not really, but we can turn the power off, sort of. At least it goes quiet, and the fans seem to continue to spin, which is a good thing. Let it cool off a little bit. Yes, now it is only drawing here 128 watts in its powered off state. Wonderful. That ought to be the CPU that is powered off, basically. CPU and RAM and everything, but the drives are still spinning, the fans are still spinning. Yeah, all sorts of business is still going on. I don't suppose I can see the sensor readings when it is powered off. No reading. Well, is that enough for you to cool off a bit? No. But this is terrible. Lovely, 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 lovely. This is driving me insane. What the hell is going on with this thing? I think I'm going to go to bed instead, maybe. And screw this. Ah, come on. Can we do something else? Sure, we can run a mem test. No, I don't want to run mem test. FreeDOS. Sure, FreeDOS. Start FreeDOS for 386. Ah, sure. I don't have the serial console, but I have... Great. What am I supposed to do here? Edit. Yeah, it has that. Yeah, sure. There, you know. That's all good. Or not. But this is... Is this your video here, seriously, that you're trying to make? Yes, this is the video that I'm... Not quite the video I'm trying to make, but this is what it's turning out to be. Which isn't very good. No, but why aren't you booting? Seriously, why aren't you booting? You can try and boot off a different... I have something here that supposedly is a System Rescue CD. You can try that, if you like. No, you can try it. I don't think it's going to work any better, but... you know, see if we can get this in here simultaneously as the other one. Oh, it is even smelling hot. Yeah, it smells quite hot indeed. That's what it does. Ah, this is a bit painful, isn't it? Yes, it is quite painful. And this thing is in the USB superposition, so it won't fit. What the hell are you talking about? Doesn't matter, it won't fit anyway. It's sort of crammed in there now. Very good work. Yes, but you're too late because it has already done an inventory of the available boot devices. You see, we're up to 30 minutes. What have you accomplished? I have overheated the CPU. Even though it ran fine for 3 days straight, doing a lot of work. And now it's for some reason overheating. Damn it, there was some sort of ground loop here. It shocked me a bit. Whatever. Good old System Rescue CD. See if we can't get that to boot instead. That is based off Arch, I think. That should be a familiar territory. I would like to see this number go down by a bit. It's, indicating that the CPU has gone into a power saving state of power saving, but just calmed down a bit. This is insane. Do you think that this is good for it? Nah, I rather doubt it. I rather doubt that this is very good for anything. Now it is not... what's wrong? What's the matter now? Did I forget to press the button for the boot menu? Perhaps. Yeah, we can do it one more time. Sure, why not? We have all the time in the world. Don't we? Yes, it's going to make for a very entertaining and video here. This. Did you get that I wanted the boot menu now? We will see. Just enjoy the soundtrack. Have a sip of computer juice. Pardon me. You did get it. Very good. Right, so this one. See what this gets us, if anything. Yes, boot system rescue CD using default options. That sounds good. So I will learn if it is this void thing that I'm not having such a great start with, or if it is the kernel when it sees the temperature of the CPU just saying no, I'm not going to operate on that. Screw you, I'm out of here. I'm not taking responsibility for what this is that you're trying to. Yeah, it would sort of appear so, because this should not take very long, and then it goes into a state there where it is non-responsive and nothing. What the? Power off server immediate. Yes, perform action. There you go. Let's see if what we can do. Pull drives out. I mean, I'm not getting a whole lot of airflow out the back. Remember, I tested the temperature of the CPU in a previous episode here by touching the heatsink. Don't think I'm going to do that right now. I think I'd prefer my fingers to not have like second-degree burns on them. Yes, that thing is properly damned hot, is what it is. But okay, isn't the air passing through here really well, or what's the matter? I'm pulling drives out now. So see if that does something for the airflow. Maybe you should not only pull them out, you should like take them out. We take them out. But we can yeah, and doing stuff like this, should first pop them out like so, there, and then wait for them to spin down before juggling them about too much. See, power usage has gone down to, but it's still using 70 watts for something in this state. What is it doing now? It is running the fans. Oh, that's very secure, isn't it? Sure it is. It's running the fans, and that's about it, I think. Still properly hot. Okay. Can you do something about this? I don't know quite what that would be, other than... No, but this should be fine. This has been fine all along. What the... What is the matter here? Seriously? Now that there are no drives in the front, we're actually getting quite decent airflow out the back here. Yes, quite decent indeed. This ought to cool it off promptly. But if I can't if I can't have any hard drives plugged in, then I'm not going to get. It's not going to work out that great now, is it? No. But I still have a little bit of faith that once it has booted, or the kernel has actually started and taking control of the CPU and such, then it will use less power and generate less heat, and it might just work out. But it doesn't. This doesn't really. No, this is not instilling me with a whole lot of confidence. Whatever, mate. I don't know. It's almost been 40 minutes now, and what have we done? Basically nothing. So it's now using 147 watts. So all the hard drives, 8 of them, they used about, what was it, 206 something else. So it has 50-60 watts something. Okay. Okay, we try this void thing again. See, what is the temperature like now? Now the CPU temperature is low, it says here. That's very good, but if you could stop... If you could then shut up, please. Intrusion reset. That's not what it's on about, I don't think. Let's see if it just boots. At least. And if it doesn't stop making the noise, what are you going to do then? Well, yes, now it is booting. Wonderful. But it's still making the noise. Yes, we could do... I think I can reset the IPMI here. Yes, I can. There you go. Shut up. It doesn't shut up. Oh, this is working great. Yeah, we do. Okay, fine. Power cycle the thing properly. Whew. There's a lot of noise. Yeah, but we have really good airflow out the back. Here, really good airflow here now. Without the hard drives in. Yes, but the NAS without hard drives is not going to do anyone any good, really. No, I realize this. I just don't quite know what to do about it at this very moment. But see if we can get the boot menu there, and if we can get... have to wait for the IPMI interface to do its thing. Boot selection pop-up menu has been selected. Indeed. You better spin those fans up. Otherwise we're going to have a problem here again. Pretty soon, I'm afraid. If you wouldn't mind. Come on. You'll know when it is up, because then the fans will wake up too. There you go. And beep beep, beep beep beep. Great. Right. Let's see if my theory is correct somewhat here with the power regarding the power consumption thing and the kernel being initialized. Let's see, 146 watts during post. Kernel being initialized. What the hell are you talking about even? Do you know? Well, kind of, but I'm tired and this didn't go quite as planned. Was it planned? Well, I had a very rough guesstimation. No, that's the wrong serial port. One more time then. Very rough guesstimation here of how things would go, and it would be like we would boot, we would do the serial console redirection thing, and then work on the laptop, and not really do a whole lot of interaction with the actual hardware there. Did you get it? That I wanted the boot menu. I hope so. But the hard drives are limiting airflow quite significantly. Like, very significantly. Incredibly so. So much so that it overheated. Okay, could you at least explain what the hard drive maintenance thing was that you were have done, not trying to do, what I have done? Yes, I will. That's this one thing here. Change that to TTYS2, and there you go. Right, so I have written to the drives, come from start to finish, and read it from start to finish. Compared that what I wrote to it is also what it gave back. Done that 3 times, I think. Run a smart long test on them, and these are the results. See here, should have, yeah, here we go. Odometers, and look at this drive. This drive has done 101,313 hours. It's not too bad, and it doesn't have a reallocated sector or anything. It's only one drive that actually had a fair chunk of reallocated sectors. But so the ones in bold are the ones that I intended to actually put in this. I see power consumption has indeed gone down significantly now that the kernel has taken control. So here. Yes, I have I have console here, but I don't have a login prompt or anything. Press enter to log in. No. There. Right. What? Come on, mate. You're fine. Screw you. One more time. Yeah, I'm going to do this all night then if I have to. For fuck's sake. It shaves off like 40 watts or something when it is properly up and running. So that's quite a lot. Yes. Boot menu, please. I'm going to disable the local console and only use the serial console. Void Linux, come on here. You have... I'm only slightly editing your pre-configured boot parameters, just changing the serial port and the way you have set it up. I mean, it ought to give me something on the serial port, I think, but it didn't. Now, whatever. There, and instead we delete. Remove this and put that, and we put console equals TTY lasts instead. Then maybe we'll get the primary thing on the virtual thing and something different on the physical thing. It'd be good if you could still have something on the monitor. Yes, but now... what the hell is this? Yes, but now you put in the wrong thing, the wrong serial port, you see. Oh, come on, for fuck's sake. Yes. Signals only work in stage 2. Screw you. I have another signal for you that works every time. You see. Here. Okay, now we're at this stage, so whatever. But there you go. Yeah, Dr. Pluding always with the most succinct and to-the-point content on all of YouTube. Oh. It says that in the channel description here that I'd make long rambling videos with an annoying voice. And incoherent, it also says that they are. So I think I'm doing a pretty decent job of living up to that. Am I not? I'd say so. I'd say that you're brilliant at this incoherence thing. Worse than Uncle Joe. I'm not quite that bad. But it's pretty bad. Pretty bad. There you go. Okay. Have we given up on the virtual serial console thing now? No. Not giving up on that. I got an hour almost trying to get this to work. Yes. TTY-S2. I think I actually mistyped that last time and accidentally put in S3 rather than S2. I was thinking S2 in my mind, but then my fingers thought something different of it. Yes, now we're getting output both to the monitor and on the serial port. Fantastic. Just hope that Void people have thought about giving me a login prompt here over the serial port as well. Because if they have, we can actually get on with it. Maybe. Activating software raids. No, there aren't any. You know. No arrays found. No, of course not. ButterFS. No, I don't think so, mate. I don't think so. That I will never ever use that. Yes, but you see, you still don't have a goddamn login prompt on the serial console. Screw it, I'm googling it, I suppose. There is there's like a system D service or something that you can start right to get that thing up and running, isn't there? doesn't have tab completion. What the? Thing one. There we go. Oh, mate, this is not a system D thing. This is something completely different. Yes. Yes, it is. How then? Yeah, but Getty, what the hell is that? Get no. Hey Getty, what can you do for me? Right. Now, did I get a login prompt on the serial thing? No, did not. No, this is not working. This is not working at all. Fine, we can try all of them. But no. Seriously, why aren't you giving me a login prompt on the serial port? This is ridiculous now. Okay. Run SV get TTY S2. Not quite. No, but come on, mate. This is getting too late. I was thinking to have maybe like the installation sort of quite almost finished up by now. Right, we do this again. Start the whole damn thing over. No, but we screw this serial thing, business. Just screw that and just do it the old-fashioned way. Well, that could be argued that the serial console is more old-fashioned. Yeah, but then you wouldn't have needed to reboot even. What if I only do last goddamn attempt here at the serial console install? If this fails, screw it. We'll go with the local console, the screen and keyboard. But if I only give it the option of using the serial port as a console and it doesn't even have the option of using the screen, then maybe. Maybe I should also look a bit more carefully into the various kernel parameters that it had there, because there were quite a few of them, wasn't there? Yes, there were quite a few of them. Right, boot of this one and this here. There's so many things. VM Linux, that seems reasonable. Init.rd seems reasonable. Init, SBIN init, sounds, yeah, it's all pretty damn reasonable. It's a V constant Unicode, yeah, key map, yeah, whatever. I can change that later. Log level, console blank, sure. That's all good. Now we've removed this completely. There, and then we change this to TTY-S2. And now then. Damn it, if this isn't working, I don't know what. Yeah, yes you do. I know, you know what, then I'll do it on the screen. Yes, but now look at the screen recorder thing. Now, this is looking promising, maybe. Yeah, but we've seen this before. Question is what happens after this stage. Welcome to Void, it says. Okay, yes, now we're getting more of the things. There, aren't we? I could do... Sure, very good. There you go. I have both the camera pointing at the screen and the screen recording the screen. So, no, but you're still giving me press enter to log in on the goddamn. Fuck you. Screw it. We're doing it this way. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, good evening to and welcome to Dr. Plurion's Computer Laboratorium, where we are installing Void Linux on with a ZFS root, maybe. So far it's been an hour pretty much, and I've managed to get the thing to boot and show me a login prompt and get a shell into the thing. So that's all very good. Yes, at this rate it will be done about today's Friday, so maybe Thursday or something. Sure, but whatever. Right, so see here what you do. You apparently are supposed to source first of all. We load the correct key map. Yes. Go. Can you even see the screen? The stack of hard drives is a little bit in the way here, and it's just a little bit dangerous to be moving that stack around. But there you go. There. Source. OS release. There you go. What is that? Void. Great. And then we're supposed to generate host ID. Said gen host ID. What is this? If host ID file is not present, store a host ID in it. The optional value should be an 8-digit hex number between 1 and blah blah blah. If the value is 0 or no value is provided, a random one will be generated. The value must be unique among your systems. So there we go then, I suppose. Sure. Is that normal? Maybe. I don't know. So, what do we have in terms of drives? The SDC is the one that we're going to be installing on. So. and partition. I don't know. I'm following a guide sort of loosely here, but I'm not sure I would have done it this way. But whatever, we'll do it. Maybe they have a good reason for doing it this way. That will become apparent later on. Right? No, that's not how you do it. You do that, and that. There. Boot to disk, close parenthesis, and simply again there. Oops, I also want a closing one of those. What do I have? Boot device STC1. Yeah, sounds good to me. I don't know. Screw, I think. Maybe. It depends. Yeah, but that's the moment here. I'm going to have to read ahead in the guide a little bit to see what they're on about and how they're thinking. Because I would... Yeah, I screw these environment variables that they want me to use. Yes. Yes, indeed. Do it like this instead. And a new one. No, not a new one. A new what you call it? I create a new empty DOS partition. Yeah, it contains the GPT signature and will be removed by right command. That is very much the point. We do a primary partition, a new one, first sector, sure, and let's do 1 gigabyte. Suppose. What? A plus 1 G. You have to type. Sure, and then we will do. Yeah, we'll do it this way. New one. This will be for swap. So that all say how large do you want it? I really don't need swap, but we'll make it 16 Gs. Sure. And the new one with all the rest there. And the type of partition number 2 should be Linux swap, which is something swap 82. There we go. And what you have? You have that? Okay. Yeah, that's all good. Write it. Sure, write it. Create a file system for what will be the boot partition, I suppose. Screw the guide, screw the manual. MK swap. There, and see if we can create a ZFS ZPool. ZPool create. Forcibly. Shouldn't be necessary to forcibly do it. All these things, do I really need all these things? I mean, I think that the defaults are pretty reasonable if you don't set all these things, but then again, I've never used ZFS for root on Linux previously, only on Solaris, but that's sort of what it was made for, so that's different. Sure, why not? We can have that too. Auto trim. That sounds like a good idea to have. Compatibility, yeah, perhaps. Open ZFS 2.1 strict, yeah, dash, apparently, Linux. No mount point, we call it ZRoot, and then we do use the dev SDC3. Compatibility is not I misspelled it. Compatibility is how it is supposed to be spelled. Compatibility, yes. What? ACL type must be one of, yes, but I was meaning to type that, not PSI. POSIX ACL. There you go. Wonderful. Wonderful. We have. Oh. And then we create something, create a little file system for this then. Sure. Now we do the root file system there. And we apparently also want a can mount equals no auto. Sounds reasonable under the circumstances there, and they want me to use this one, which is void. Ah, that will be good. Oh, you didn't like that. What didn't you like? This is what you don't like, because that's not how you do that. That's how you do it. Yes, and well, we can create. Do I really care about having any more file systems than so? Yeah, a separate home partition, but this won't really have any homes of that type, whatever. There you go. Service list. What do we have? We have stuff. Great. Set boot fs equals what? Set root slash root slash. We'll use it. Use this environment variable. You're following along at home, right? Yes, this is very easy to follow along. It's completely clear everything that you're doing here and why you're doing it in this particular fashion, and everything is completely clear to everyone, I think. It's obvious. It's apparently important to set the can mount equals no auto. Yeah, I think so. Export and then re-import with temporary mount point of /mount. Yeah, that's sounds reasonable to do too. There we go. Yeah, so come on, mate. There you go. What do we have? We have stuff, and it is mounted. Yeah. Sure. udev admin trigger. Sure. But I sort of suppose, shouldn't I also do like the boot partition and put that somewhere, mount that and so on. It seems to me I should. It seems to me I should. Maybe we'll get to it later. Yes, we'll apparently get to that later. Okay. Fine. So. Now this, we're getting into very much void specific things here. XBPS, which is apparently the package manager that they've made, especially for this. And my architecture is this, of course, yes. So XBPS install. Sure, I don't know what those do, but whatever. And here, if I would now have had the serial console, could have copied and pasted this. There you go. No, it didn't work. Why not? What didn't you like about what I did? I don't think I have a network connection, you know. Indeed, I do not have a network connection. Nah, don't think so. Do we have like a DHCP client? It would appear so. That's taking longer than it should, so it's probably the other one. Nah, not really, but no carrier. Do I have to do this completely like... Maybe. Now, can I ping something? Nah, not quite. No carrier, it says. Have I dislodged the network cable here, or has it melted? Or no, it is there, but it's indeed not. What about there? Nope, nothing. What the hell do you mean? Right, okay, how do you get like a basic fucking network connection here? I don't know. It's supposed to write yes, but come on, something the matter here with you know what I can do? I can we pull the cable out. I might have dislodged the other end of this here network cable from the switch or something. See if I get the link on that one. Yes, that has probably come loose from the on the other side of the wall of the switch. That's why it isn't working, I would think. See what we got, if we got anything. Yes, we did. ETH1. Very good. Except that, yeah, now you automatically figure out that you already had a DHCP client there ready and everything. Great. Not that great though, but decent. So we have here. Okay, IP. Yeah, but your default route is that. Whatever. We removed this one that I. There you go. Now, yes, now it is working. Fantastic. Okay, we try this one again then. Oh, there was something else that was wrong. Right. XBPS arch equals, yes, XBPS install dash capital S sync remote repository index, yes, R repository URL, yes, seems reasonable. servercentral.com/void linux/current, and T ought to be target/mount, and base system ought to be what I want. Yeah, what is it that you don't like? It has like it has the correct date, sort of. It has the correct date. So what's the matter? I don't know, but we can redirect this thing to a file, so I can actually read. No. There you go. Invalid option -T, yes, is supposed to be R for root directory. There you go. Do you want to import this public key? Of course I do. No. Insufficient disk space. What? Now you have 213 gigabytes there, mate. So that ought to be plenty, I would think. That ought to be more than plenty. But got 721 free. Where are you trying to do this exactly? I don't know. What? No, but that's okay. No. What the hell is this? Huh. great. But you have, 213 gigabytes. You have. So what have I missed? Something, certainly. But could you ignore this maybe or something? XBPS install. Do you have something to ignore? Ignore conf, no. Ignore file conflicts, no. Force package reinstallation, yeah. Not quite. See what actually all these things do. S was to synchronize, and R was the repository URL, which seems fine, and the capital R there is repository URL, and R is full path to root dir s/mount. Yes. The fuck is wrong with you? No, but that's simply not true. Well, let me just Google this slightly then. What the hell this could be about? XBPS. Insufficient disk space. They do have they have an open issue of a request to trust disk space with -t or use something, but it is open and it is not. It would appear actually in the thing quite yet. Now they're arguing about if it is using the correct logic or not to calculate something, instead of just adding the fucking option to disregard whatever it thinks of the disk space. Come on here. There you go. Here you go. Yes, but that's not really helping. What's your... Yeah, very good. Someone had a solution for this, and someone was opinionated about just how to go about it, and then nothing happened. Nothing came of it. But why isn't it even... Why is it not getting the correct disk space? I mean, I have... Fine. Do we have this? Yes, we have this. just to prove the point, no, there is actually no space left on device. What? Okay, so there's something... wasn't it mounted or... Was that it? I haven't actually mounted the file system. You know what, I think that could have been it, you see. Indeed, it could have been. What now? If we do this again. Oh, still nothing really of any use. What was this again? This was the package manager thing. Yes. Remove all of that stuff. Yes. There is still nothing. Mount. Just a moment. Just a damn moment. Yes, I've done that. I need to mount. Yeah, of course, it has can mount no auto, so I need to explicitly tell it to mount this thing. Like so, maybe. No, that's not how you do it. You just do it like that. Yes. Now then, yes, much better. Much better. Now we're getting somewhere. And I also need to mount the home file system. There you go. Now then, yes, now we have that. Now we can try this again, their installation program thing. See what we get, see if we get anything at all. Where did you go? There you go. Okay. Yes. Yes, I want to import the public key. Yes, I want to continue. Also, the reason that it said that I did not have enough disk space was because I had not mounted the file system. Yes, that helps if you actually mount the file system that you want to install to first, usually. A little bit. Sort of. I think that this thing with the temperatures and everything, I think that will be right once it gets going. But I really should have a taller heatsink on there. But that's all I had for now. Because if I want to use something different, I will have to. I don't have anything that will fit in here. That isn't too tall. So I'd either have to cut a hole in the case here for the heatsink to stick up. That would be great. Or I could take a heatsink and take the angle grinder to it and cut off enough of it so it will actually fit in here, and it will be taller and it will have more airflow through it, because the heatsink I have on here now, it came out of a Dell Precision Workstation Rack Mount Edition, and that's supposed to have sort of the fans about that length, that far away from the heatsink, so it gets a lot of pressure on the heatsink. Here it's not getting a lot of pressure on it. It's more reliant on the flow, and the flow is severely limited when there are hard drives in it. That's going to be quite rubbish if it isn't working, this damn thing. Yes. It is quite rubbish. No, it's not quite rubbish. My NAS is excellent. Yes, except that it isn't working very well. Yeah, whatever. So, do we have... no, it's not. It has not dropped me back to my shell quite yet. There you go. So now I need to change root, ch root into this here freshly installed thing. It's very. They have taken a lot of inspiration from Arch Linux, I'd say. That's good. It's a good place to take your inspiration from. So do we have VI? Yes, we have VI. Very good. How do you like install a package? Is it like so and no? Maybe? Yes. Now we have improved VI. Oh, rc.conf. This is old school stuff. Old school, but yeah, sort of. Key map is supposed to be SV Latin 1, please, and hardware clock is UTC, sure, and that's it. And then we do a symbolic link. But wait a minute. Didn't I? Yeah, I did ch root into that, but why? What? Yeah, this is I am ch rooted into the thing. Ah. The prompt here is confusing me a little bit. Yes. So I want to do a symlink of user share. Where is it? Zone info. Europe. Stockholm. Definitely. See, local time. There we go. Date. Correct. Yeah, it's way too late, mate. You should be in bed and you should be sleeping. And be a grown-up. And get up early tomorrow and do some gardening maybe or something. Yes, sure. But I need to see if this thing will actually boot off this ZFS thing and everything. Right? Yeah. That's the one I want. Reconfigure. SF. Lib. C. Localis. Set a root password. Sure. I was out of shot while typing, but you can do an analysis of the number of keystrokes I made and the time it took between the keystrokes and everything to work out what the password was, if you want to, but it doesn't really matter because you won't get, I don't see how you'd get access to my machine anyway. Right, so now we need to configure Drakut to load ZFS support. Drakut. That was, haven't used that in a while. That's in like, yeah, before CentOS decided to be, or before IBM decided to make CentOS into a completely useless piece of crap rather than an excellent distribution for use in enterprise environments and such. And let's not get into the sad story of what happened to everyone's favorite enterprise-grade Linux distribution. Yeah, but they still have the CentOS stream. You can use the fuck you, got an IBM. Fuck you, Red Hat. Fuck you. You know how many machines I had deployed with CentOS 8 with your original promise of how long support you would have for it and everything before you changed your minds about it? and all of a sudden I had to redo a whole lot of work. And do you think I went with Red Hat then? Nah, no, fuck you. I went back to Debian, you know. That's what I did for those systems. I'm not trusting the Red Hat ever again. No. Omit Dracut modules. Yes, sounds good. Omit better ButterFS, RubbishFS. Yeah. So, see if we can install ZFS. Is it really this easy to install ZFS on this here void thing? Perhaps. There you go, and as soon as you're done here, we're going to create the... I already made a file system on my boot partition. Yes, but it says that you need to disable the 64-bit feature of the file system, apparently, for SysLinux to... Otherwise SysLinux might fail to recognize it or something. Right? Yes, SysLinux, that's right. That's maybe not the most compatible thing. Well, it depends on from what your perspective is, I suppose. It's very compatible for booting just about any old crap that you might find. Now you're building the ZFS kernel module. Yes. Do you know how old the CPU is? It's going to take forever. I don't think it will be that bad. No, but it will take a minute or so. Now we can watch HTOP here whilst it is doing this. For some reason. Yeah, there we go. It is using all the... don't overheat now here in your building. Power 177 watts it's using while it is compiling, and maybe you can't see. There you go. There you go. 177 watts. I might get the beeping thing. Yeah, we have pretty decent airflow coming out of it, so I think it will be alright. There you go, 136 watts. It is done with the buildment of... No, it is not done. No, it is done with heavy lifting maybe, or something. No, it is compiling again. Okay. Something different this time. It wasn't done. 180 watts. Not done with electricity. It isn't free, you know. No, but it... come on, mate. I'm starting to get like quite tired now. You see. I might be going slightly insane here. Or at least the battery hasn't died yet in my phone video recording device. That's good. Yeah. But I've been at this for 1 hour 40 minutes now, which is a bit much. Maybe. Ah, come on, mate. Come on now. You have to... Come on. Hurry up, goddammit. What is taking you so long? This building ZFS is the best file system ever. Of course, it's going to take a while. Yes, but is it building the whole goddamn kernel, or what the hell is going on? It's not. Installing the module. Very good. Regenerating initramfs images using kernel hook. Yada yada yada. Great. Here I was thinking that we would have this installed in a jiffy, and I could be, picking out the hard drives that I wanted to use and mount them in the CADs and install them into the thing and everything. But nah. Oh, you wasted an hour just getting the thing to boot because it overheated and the serial console didn't quite work out, and a few other things. Such is it. That's how it goes, with these things. Or if we look at the sensor readings, no, I can't look at the sensor readings because I have unplugged the network cable from the IPMI device. Is what I have done. Right, so we need to make a file system here, ext4, and apparently then without 64-bit stuff or whatever for syslinux to be happy. Okay, sure. Yes, I want to proceed anyway. There you go. And now then they have this in a little magical whatever. Yeah, we'll do it here doc style. And we'll do that. Bulk ID, and we'll grep for STC1. That ought to work. And we'll pipe that to cut, and we'll use the delimiter of space, and we'll take field number 2, and we will then add this little thing, boot /sys linux ext4 defaults 00. Apparently not. No, but you have to type that too. There you go. This shouldn't take. This should not take any time at all. This should be. Okay, it apparently did take some time. What did we get? It seems to have worked in either case. Great. Make the boot sys linux mount. Yes. And now I need to install the sys linux package, xbps install, synchronize. Right, sure. Yes. Go, and then we need to do copy user lib sys linux all wildcard C32 /boot /sys linux. I can just imagine if someone was trying to follow this guide without having a single clue of what they're actually doing. That would be hopeless. So yeah, I might be following the guide, and I might be more or less typing typing it, you know, straight off as they have written it, but I sort of at least know what's going on, more or less. I suppose we'll see if it actually boots later on, but sort of, yeah. Right, okay, and now there's a lot of things that you need to do manually here, right? So we take the first 440 bytes out of some file here, out of this file, user lib syslinux master boot record dot bin. Yes, and we put that on SDC. Did you want it on the? You want that on straight on the drive, right? Not on the partition. Yeah, it needs to be on the drive because this is the thing that will actually take over after BIOS has done its thing, right? Yes. So that ought to do it. Yeah, I think so. Okay, and there we go. Install and configure ZFS boot menu. Okay. Assign command line arguments to be used when booting the final kernel. Because ZFS properties are inherited, assign the common properties to the root dataset so all children will inherit common arguments by default. Yes, sounds reasonable. That's nifty. I'm going to type this in too. I'm not giving up on that, or maybe I shouldn't. No, screw that. We'll take that. I'll do that later. If I want, and if I can, and if I such. There you go. XBPS install synchronize ZFS boot menu. Okay. Edit. Disease ZFS boot menu config YAML. Oh. No, you seem to think that I'm on an EFI system here. I'm not, you know. These things should probably be correct, right? Components enabled. Now I'm not quite sure what I'm doing. I'm not quite sure. Indeed. This should probably be enabled, maybe. I don't know. You see, this is sort of where it can fail to boot on you too, if you don't get this right. Versions false. Image directory, boot syslinux ZFS boot menu. Yes, and in the guide here they don't, this section they don't have at all. So I'm not quite sure if I should have it or... Or not? I suppose I can read the manual for this thing. Sure. Components. When true, rather, generate ZBM will create separate ZFS menu kernel and initram.fs images. The default value is false. Okay, yes. Yes, that sounds all good. Versions false or 0. Image versioning will be disabled. Okay. Components syslinux. When true, syslinux configuration generation is enabled. The default value is false. Config. The path of the... yeah. Oh. Yes, but I'm not on an EFI system here. I'm on a old school BIOS system, you know. So the generate ZBM image creation utility includes now deprecated support for managing a syslinux configuration. Because this capability is slated for removal and was not reliable in the first place, it is better to create a static syslinux configuration. The ZFS boot menu configuration described above disables explicit image versioning, yes, which means that each invocation of generate ZBM will produce 2 output files at a predictable location. Okay. In addition, any existing copies of ZFS boot menu kernel and initram.fs will be saved to a backup location. Okay, good for you. Following syslinux configuration will provide a simple menu that provides a choice between the current and backup. That's a lot of stuff to type. If I don't, maybe. Do I have like an SSH server? What did you do now? Oh, right, quit. SSHD, yeah, maybe. Is it already running? It is actually. What was my IP address again? Okay, let's see what we can do, if we can do anything. IP was, you said, 231. Sure. Permission denied. Because I don't know why. There could be a multitude of reasons. For example, that we're not exactly permit root login, prohibit password. No. Yes. And well, we don't have system D, so how do I reload? I suppose I could something like this, right? That ought to do it, maybe. Nah. Right, are you sure that the password is actually the same in the installer? No, I'm not. Failed preliminary, okay. Right. Yes, there we go. Very good. And how did you do this change routes thing again? Was it like XPPS? No. No, it was something different. XCH root. To there. There you go. And now we can take this. I could have done a lot earlier in the process and skipped the whole fucking serial. God, whatever. It's too late to do anything about that now. Syslinux, syslinux.cfg. And yeah, we trust this blindly and just copy and paste it. Yeah, I think so. I'm not quite sure well, not quite sure, but I don't really know how this stuff works anyway. So let's just read through this, make sure it sounds reasonable. Yes, it does, but this stuff, for example, append quiet log level 4 and so on, I set that in the as a file system property, didn't I before? So why do it again? I don't know. It's too late to question these things. Damn, it is 1:45. So one more thing here, XPPS reconfigure. Let's say force reconfiguration. Sure, what could possibly go wrong? Deprecation warning. Syslinux support in generate is deprecated. Blah 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 blah. Support will be removed in the next release. Yes, it feels great to just have installed a system then that is using this, doesn't it? Whatever, that's a problem for later. We exit the change to the CH root environment there, and we do the same thing here. There we go, and then we unmount. Recursively there, yes, and then we do export Z pool, yes, and reboot. I think that this is going to work now. I mean, I have my doubts. I sincerely really do have my doubts as to if this is going to work or not. But whatever, we'll see. We'll see, we're up to 2 hours now. Yes, but the actual installation, once I got going with it, took about 1 hour. Before that, I was only screwing around with trying to get the goddamn serial console to work, and overheating and beeping noises and all of that stuff. Okay. Shall see. Now, there could still be a one setting. If it doesn't work immediately now, all hope is not completely lost. I need to enter BIOS in that case and make sure that it's trying to boot off the drive, the correct drive. What's happening? Missing operating system, it says. Lovely. Let's just check here what it has as an idea of what to boot from, and if it already has the idea to boot off this drive that I have tried installing to, and it really won't work, then I don't quite know what to do, other than say to hell with it for now, and pick this up at a later time, or take the lid off. Take the lid off here and unplug this drive and plug back in my drive that already has a working Arch install on it. I wanted to try this void thing, and maybe I went a little bit overboard with also doing the ZFS root thing, but we shall see. It's not, all hope is not completely lost quite yet. Boot device priority. Well, it is lost because it is actually set to try and boot from that device, and that isn't working. Okay. Well, that's that then, isn't it? Yes, that's that then. Yeah, I think that there was something here in the... Yeah, did I really do this bit? Ext Linux install boot/syslinux. Yes, I think I did, but I'm not sure. No, I'm definitely not sure about that. Lots of fun this. Then there is one more thing to try before we completely give up on everything. Plug this back in into there, into there maybe. There you go. Missing operating system. Yeah. Yes. You're constantly fiddling here with the camera, upwards and backwards and forwards and whatnot. Yes, yes I am. Damn it, it is late. And that's what I need to relieve myself here too. I need to pee, is what I need to do. But and brush my teeth and go to bed. Yes, but there might have been one step that I actually missed here. So let's just try that. First, do you have any data juice left? I have a little bit. It's not that cold anymore though. No, it's more like room temperature now. Yes. See if I can figure this out. I need to import the the Z pool. I need to mount it, and I need to change root into that environment, and see if I actually did this this command or not. That's really the only thing that I can think of right now that would prevent this from working, or that I might have missed, I should say, because there are plenty of things that could prevent this from working. I/O error on FD1, yeah, that's the floppy drive. You know, I don't actually have a floppy drive. I should maybe disable that in the BIOS thing. Yeah, yes, I should, but I haven't. So there you go. I/O error. Yeah, but never mind the fucking floppy drive. It doesn't even exist. Yes, and then you did this, right? Yes, there you go. And let's see if I have this in the history. I did do that. That was the command that I figured I might have missed. But wait, you stupid person. Yes, I might have done this, but before I did that, did I actually mount my boot my boot partition. I might not have. Or did I? Let's find out. I did not. Because if I did... yeah, I did. Because this is empty. Yeah. And if a mount is still it's not there anymore. It says the B maybe. Yeah. Boot sys Linux. Yeah, I did mount it. That's annoying. Yes, that seems reasonable. This is correct. This ought to be correct. I mean, yeah. Except that now it is this device, but previously it was the other one. So that ought to be correct. Whatever. That looks like a bootloader to me. No, but we could. What purpose does this serve? None, really. I see they are identical. I have written that thing to my boot drive. Yes. Yeah, so I don't really know what's the matter here with it and where it went wrong, but it has gone wrong somewhere. It's probably in this whole ZFS boot menu thing that it explicitly said that you're using something that is deprecated, and I was a bit unsure about this is no ZFS boot menu config this entry. I don't know. No. It does have its configuration file. Yes, and that looks sort of similar. Yeah, this is copy and pasted from. Yeah, yes. Right, let's try this then. I don't know about this. This is quite vague here. The guide on this particular bit, because here let me bring it up on the view screen. There. Here. Edit. It's the ZFS boot menu config.yaml and make sure that the following parameters are set. Alright, yes, these parameters are set, aren't they? Boot menu mount point slash boot slash syslinux. Yes, but then it doesn't say if this is like supposed to be all of your config.yaml or if it needs to include these things. But what about the rest of it? I mean, it would make sense that it has these things too, right? Depends, I guess. It seems like rather default stuff. Although it does seem counterintuitive to omit ZFS here, doesn't it? Yes, it does. It said something about this here in the thing, didn't it? I think so. There, but no, that's not the same thing. No, I am definitely not sure about this, but it isn't working anyway, so we might as well try and just make it the way that it is here and see if that is correct. Yeah, it's also really yeah, well, yes, indeed. Yeah. Yeah. I really don't know. No, I really don't know. Make a backup of this file. I'm grasping at straws at this point. Sure. I don't think that this will make a whole lot of helpful difference here. No, I think that we're screwed. I failed, and fuck it. Basically, you shouldn't swear. I can swear all I want, especially at this hour. Yes, this was a waste of time, effort, and energy, and a whole lot of other things too. Yeah, I rather think so, unfortunately. So what are you going to do about it? I don't know. I'm going to hit stop here on the recording, and then I'm going to... a little light bulb is going to go on in my mind. It says, aha, this is what you missed. Yeah, that's completely within the realm of possibilities. isn't it? Wait a minute. Never mind that for now. Did I actually do this? I did not. I did not copy my host ID in here. Not that I'm entirely sure that it makes what difference it makes, but and it doesn't fuck it because I'm screwed anyway. Right. Yeah. This host ID. I did generate one of those, yes, but I never copied that file into the change rooted environment. Now did I? Yes, but you don't think that it's important that you have that maybe when doing other things? It could be. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure where I went wrong here, if I went wrong anywhere, or if it's... No, but they could be clearer here on this point. Edit and make sure that the following parameters are set. Yes, see generate ZBM for more details. Yes, I'm going to read the whole goddamn man page for this. Sure. The YAML file controls the generation of ZFS boot menu in images by generate ZBM. Configuration is divided into several logical sections of blah 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 blah. Manage images. Yes, must be true. Before blah blah will attempt to perform any action. Okay. Yes. Init CPIO. Set to true to use image. Okay. No. Drakut conf dir. The path as a Drakut configuration directory for ZFS boot menu. This must not be the same location as the system Drakut. Okay, well, yeah, it isn't. As the configuration files in there interfere with the creation of the ZFS boot menu in a RAMFS. If unspecified, the default value of the is assumed. Okay, this value is ignored when global init CPIO is true. Yes, and it isn't. In CPIO config, blah 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 blah, forcefully add that. It's ignored anyway. Okay. Boot mount point. In general, this should be the location of your EFI system partition. Yes, but I don't have one of those. Generate ZBM will ensure that this is mounted when images are created, and if generate ZBM does the mounting, it will unmount files. This parameter is not specified, not verified. Okay. Whatever. Well, does it like even have a kernel here at this point? Yes, it has something. Yes, that is what took forever before to generate. Yeah, I'm sorry here. I'm stumped just as to why. So there you go. I failed. Damn sys Linux. ZFS boot menu. No. This is now too late. This is too long, and 2 hours 20 minutes, just as long as it took to solder the whole thing together. This is ridiculous. I'm too tired. But that would be that, I suppose. Yeah, we'll give it a moment here to do its thing and see that it will say missing operating system again, because I haven't really done anything now, have I? No, you haven't. At least not anything that is helpful. I don't think. But maybe I need to do a oh, but you... boot the try and boot off the boot first H hard drive found by BIOS, exactly. No, it can't. It doesn't. That is it. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry to waste your time and my time and everyone's time, really, here. But that's it. Thank you so very much for watching. I regret if you did. But I still thank you for it, of course. And this is apparently not how you install Void Linux on a ZFS root. You do that some other way. Okay, yes, indeed. Have a good one. Cheerio. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, good evening or good morning, I suppose. It's 1400 hours. Yeah, I haven't managed to get some sleep just yet. I have one idea of what the hell could be going on here. I've changed one thing. I've changed one thing. One thing I've changed. One thing I've changed. And what do we have? We have a ZFS boot menu. That is decompressing the Linux kernel, performing relocations, it is booting the kernel now. So what was it then? It's so stupid is what it is. The boot partition, yeah. In a DOS partition table, there is a flag for a partition, if it is a bootable partition or not. I had not remembered to set that flag when I was partitioning the drive. So there you have it. Set the bootable flag on your boot partition and it boots. There you go. Void Linux with ZFS on root file system on ZFS is working. So it wasn't all a waste. Anyway, but I'm going to try and get some sleep now, I think. It's going to, the sun is going to come up in 2 hours. Fucking hell. Yeah. You can turn yourself off again. You don't want to listen to those signals. Yeah, as we've surmised. So there you go. Remember to set the bootable flag on your boot partition and you're all good. Good night.